Hey guys, Marsing here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are going to jump in and do the 9th anniversary special battle. This is to, of course, get the unique skill orbs for Broly and Beast Gohan. There are a couple of missions here. Clear the route, the right route on the stage, which will give you the orb for whoever the right route is. I haven't actually jumped in yet. The left route, of course, gives you the one for the other one. So you've got to fight either Beast or Broly. So technically you have to do both if you want to get all of the equips. Then beating the stage with a unit of each typing. Obviously AGL, Tech, Int, Physical, STR. Gets you the Silver Skill Orb, which is Crit and Defense. Super and Extreme you can mix together, so bear that in mind. And then clear the stage within 6 turns. Gives you the Gold Skill Orb, which is Additional and Defense. So we are going to go ahead and jump straight in here. I'm going to use the Beast Gohan team. We've got Broly as our AGL, Piccolo as our Tech, Blue Evolution Vegeta, who of course has his EZA now as the Int unit, Gogeta and the Blue Boys as the Physical, and then Beast of course is the STR. So this should be hopefully pretty straightforward. Bear in mind there is no mission for no items. So if you're finding the stage a bit difficult, or maybe finding like doing the 6 turns one difficult, you could always bring an item in order to use like raise attack power, like one of the ones that gives you extra attack for 5 turns, something like that, to kind of speed through and make it a little bit easier. So we're going to start off with Broly, just because my Broly is at 90%. So if we do manage to do all of the missions in one go here, we'll be able to get all of his skill orbs, and then I'll be able to put them on, and then we can jump into the other one, because I deliberately have not done any of have not put on any skill orbs on my Beast Gohan or my Broly. I know obviously I could have put EX skill orbs on them and then they just get replaced once the anniversary ones get equipped, but I thought it'd be more interesting just from my own perspective, not even really for the videos, but to have been using the units up until this point without giving them any skill orbs to see how well they perform, and then to just see how big of a difference it makes once we put the anniversary skill orbs on them. So Blue Evolution Vegeta, worst case scenario for him here, of course, getting hit with a super as the first attack of the turn before he builds up any damage reduction. Now, bear in mind, he's on Beast Gohan's team, obviously, because he's here, but he only gets the 170 lead. He doesn't get the full 200%. UI Goku does, but Vegeta doesn't. But fortunately, Vegeta is good enough that it doesn't really matter all that much. Now Broly, of course, as you can see, does have very high defense, high damage reduction. He can do an AoE attack, although it doesn't really do a lot of damage, which is good, because units like Physical Gogeta, as we know, he's not really the craziest character defense-wise pre-super, and he took double-digit damage. So Vegeta getting a couple of attacks off does also give everybody on the rotation a little bit of extra crit chance. Funny enough, as I say that, of course, Gogeta doesn't get a crit, but Gogeta's not a unit that needs a lot of crit in the hidden potential system anyway, and mine is only 55%, so I don't think he actually has any crit. I think I gave him... Did I give him defense and then a silver dodge one? I can't remember. Because obviously he gets his own skill orbs from the special anniversary event. I actually now can't remember if I even put those on. For the movie battles event, obviously the stage against Gogeta gives you those, the stage against the Gammas gives you the ones for them, and then this event gives you the ones for Broly and Beast Gohan. So turn 1 we didn't do a crazy amount of damage, but obviously we didn't have the main man himself. I didn't actually look, is it double Beast turn or is the other Beast in slot 7? Because of course we're running double Beast here and we didn't get a Beast Gohan on turn 1. So we do have the Beast Broly turn though, which is, in terms of combinations, a crazy amount of potential damage for this turn. So get these all these great intro animations in here. And then, okay, we do have the other Beast in slot 7. Okay, that's fine. So I do want there to be a lot of rainbow orbs for these boys at the end. So I guess we'll do this. And then that's 3 and that's 3. So it doesn't really matter either way. So we'll go ahead and grab those. Beast Gohan, going to get hit here, obviously, get his buff. This is the friend one, so the friend one is rainbow. Broly and the Blue Boys coming in clutch with the dodge as well. You love to see that. And then, yeah, Beast and Broly share 4 links. So Beast Gohan going to start off here. Loads of crit chance, especially after getting hit a couple of times as well. So doesn't matter that Broly is AGL. Beast Gohan's going to do some solid damage here. Considering how much defense Broly has though, like obviously we're not doing a lot of damage to him. So the fact that there is of course the 6 turn mission Be interesting to see how this pans out, but type disadvantage, we don't care about that. Beast Gohan eats that for double-digit damage. And then Broly has the potential to go off here a little bit. Depends how many attacks he gets, of course. And my Broly with no skill orbs doesn't have a lot of crit. I think crit for Broly, I see a lot of people building Broly full crit because I guess he is in his base form in some of these events more turns than he is transformed. But once he's transformed, he's got a really high crit chance. So I feel like giving him too much crit in the hidden potential system then potentially gets wasted like once he's transformed. Additionals, he does a lot of additional attacks anyway, so he doesn't need a really high additional value. But dodge, he can definitely make a lot of good use out of, right? Because big boss super attacks, like as long as he's got his supers off, he can have very good raw defense and has guard. But if you get stuck in a situation where whether you've either got bad starting rotations or you're fighting an enemy who locks, if he has to go in slot 1 at any point, he's not a good slot 1 unit. So that dodge could come in clutch at some point, you never know. Let me know how you built your Broly down below. I feel like there's just two major schools of thought, which is either you go full crit or lean a bit more into dodge. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. But yeah, I mean, with 2 turns down and we've done a fairly decent amount of damage, I think that means we probably would be on track to get him done in 6 turns. Bearing in mind we didn't have the other Beast Gohan until the 3rd turn as well, who will obviously be able to provide a lot of extra damage here. But alright, so I think we got this is the Broly. Did we get the Fury mode thing? Or is it? Yeah, so he's doing an AoE, which means I guess we could get the buff for Beast. They only share 2 links, they share 3. Yeah, maybe we do this. So grab those for you. 24 key, so we get the guaranteed crits, big attack buff. Then we do that. Beast gets hit because of the AoE, which means he gets hit first before he attacks, which means he gets his buff. Broly super attacks straight away, so at least Vegeta got 1 extra damage reduction stack. 125 is still pretty good though. I mean, these bosses can start to hit quite hard. 125 pre-super is very good. Of course, post-super, we would probably be talking double-digit damage with all the defense raises that he gets, but we're looking good here. Does Broly take more damage in this phase? No, it doesn't really seem like it. But, I mean, we could be on track for the 6 turns. This is turn 3, and we should hopefully be past the halfway point once everyone on this turn has attacked. So my Beast, of course, only 55%. Decent crit chance after getting hit, though. So there we go. Get the additional because we got hit as well. Yeah, 55% Beast with no additional is not great because you can never get that 3rd attack. And if he doesn't get hit first before he attacks, he's only doing the 1 18-key super. But Beast, obviously, a ridiculous unit. Even at 55%, he's just, of course, better with dupes, better with the skill orbs equipped. But, you know, once we've beaten the actual Beast Gohan stage, then we'll have his anniversary equips. That level 8 defense for him. I mean, he doesn't even really need a defense equip. You just give him the damage increase one. Like, if you have an STR level 6 or 7 or even 8, potentially, if you've managed to get one, attack orb for him. Like, the amount of damage he can put out. Because currently in the game, like, there's not a lot that can really do huge amounts of damage to him. So you can keep that anniversary special, like 18, level 8 defense, and then you don't really have to worry about him getting like him getting power crept in terms of defense until that time finally does come around, and then, you know, he's gonna have you can then still have that level 8 defense orb from this event. So like if you give him an attack bronze orb, once, you know, harder bosses start to come out and it gets to the point where maybe your Beast Gohan is taking some damage, then you can just swap it over for the level 8 defense one that you get from this event, and that gives him a lot of extra boost. So I'm going to put Broly in slot 3 here, because that means he gets an extra additional super, as well as extra even more key than he does in slot 1 and 2. So we should be pretty good here. Piccolo obviously hasn't really been hit very much, so he's not like super built up. I probably could have just put Broly in slot 1 actually, but having Broly in slot 3 does give him those extra attacks, whereas obviously Piccolo's not getting any sort of benefit by being in a different slot. We can lower Broly's defense as well, so I suppose him attacking first there does help us out a little bit. And we get the unit super, of course, with Piccolo here for Beast Gohan. So this should be some good damage. The active skill turn means we got hit a few times. So there's that crit with the action break as well. The friend, Gohan, I didn't check his hidden potential system, but he is Rainbow. So if we could get the third attack here as well, that would be very, very good. Yeah, nice. There we go. Yeah, lots of damage from Beast Gohan. And then Broly in slot 3. Multiple supers incoming. Broly, I mean, because he does have a lot of defense, I was going to say Broly, if this was a different event with the amount of HP that he has left, I could say Broly might finish him off here if he does enough supers. But considering how much defense this Broly has, I'm not sure whether that would be the case. And obviously the thing is, because there's only the mission to use a unit of each typing is only there obviously once if you do manage to do it. So then when you do the second stage, like obviously after this when we fight Beast Gohan, we don't have to use a team that is all types. So you can mix it up a bit if you want to, depending on what your best team is. Because yeah, we're using superheroes here against Broly. I'd be tempted to use super bosses against Beast Gohan, but the number of times recently I've had things like physical Goku Black selling out by getting hit with a super. I feel like maybe we could run like the Golden Week team or the Super Saiyan Vegeta team. I've run the Super Saiyan Vegeta team today already, showcasing Blue Evolution Vegeta, so maybe use the Golden Week team with the Super Saiyan 3 Gokus, Tech Gohan and AGL Warmer Gohan. That could be interesting. But yeah, Beast's going to eat this for double-digit damage thanks to the target ability. And then he's finally in full power now. Does he lose any defense at any point during this? I genuinely don't know. But we've got the revival active this turn as well. So I mean, we're basically invincible on this turn anyway, right? Because you are going to use your active skill here. I mean, Vegeta doesn't need to be hit to get buffs of any kind, so I guess realistically we'll just do this. The group attack doesn't work for target abilities, but that doesn't matter because Beast Gohan... I mean, Beast Gohan probably just kills him in slot 1 anyway, but there's almost no point to use the active skill really other than that it gives us the defensive buff, because remember, AoEs aren't affected by the target ability, so the other characters on the rotation are still going to get hit by that AoE. But it's only one AoE, we should be okay. And then yeah, I mean, I know Beast Gohan and Blue Evolution Vegeta will be fine. And we've got 670k HP, so I was going to say, those guys will probably take a little bit of damage, but they're not taking 700k, right? So that should be all she wrote here for Broly. If Beast doesn't finish it off, even though he will get crits, or should get crits. I know he doesn't have a 100% crit chance because he's only been hit once, but we're still within his intro buff turn, I think, right? Yeah, we're turn 5, so Blue Evolution Vegeta can do a lot of damage here as well. 18.7. I guess it depends whether he gets his additionals or not, but the blue boys we got, was it 2 or 3 rainbow orbs? So I think we should be good. We only got the normal. Plus, it doesn't matter anyway, even if the blue boys somehow don't kill him. Because he's got not a lot of HP, but he's got a lot of defense. But even if they somehow don't manage to kill him, we're using Beast's target ability. So we don't have to worry about them taking any other attacks now. And they would tank normals fine after supering anyway. It's just the AoE that was potentially a bit of an issue. But there we go. So we take out Broly here on turn 5. So that should be all of the missions complete. I mean, I guess we could use super bosses against Beast Gohan because we could throw the equips on Broly. Because I did get my Broly to 90%. We obviously only need to get him to 79% in order to have the anniversary skill orb, well, have the gold slot available, which means we can equip all of the anniversary skill orbs here. So there we go. That's the first part done. The right path beating Broly. 4 missions completed. Obviously, it's with the Beast Gohan team. Beast is, of course, the best unit in the game. Not everyone's going to have him. The top tier teams are the ones you want to go for, right? Like Super Saiyans, Golden Week, the teams that I've mentioned, the Boo team. So let's go ahead and throw the orbs onto this guy. Yeah, see, I did give him some EX skill orbs in the end. I thought I hadn't, but There we go. So we can give him a level 8 now instead of a level 5. And then mine has, what does mine have as his? 3, is it 3 dodge and 3, oh sorry, 3 additional and 3 crit. I kind of don't want to lose the additional, to be honest, but what's the gold one? I gave him dodge, and his gold one, wait, is this, which one's the Broly one? Oh, we'll give him defense, won't it? So it'll be one that has the defensive thing on it. Where is it? Is it that one? 6 additional. I don't know if I want that. I mean, the extra defense for him is good, but this gives him 4 dodge and 2 defense. I could give him... This one is, what? 6... This is a good... I must have got this from one of the events. Super bosses only. 6 combo, 5 additional. That's really good. 5 dodge even. So I might just give him that. Because he's got extra defense now anyway. And then if we throw this on, this gives him the defense and a bit of extra crit. So that makes up for losing some of the additional by changing that gold skill orb. So now he's got 17 additional, 9 crit, 17 dodge. I think that's a pretty good build for him. So let's go back and jump into the left path to fight Beast Gohan. Super bosses, I think we will use just to see how that pans out. And then if I have to cut and change teams, then I guess we could. But, of course, it's now going to take ages to load. Good old new content coming out day, right? Where the game takes ages to load everything. But... Alright, so super bosses. This is my super bosses build. I do really like this team build. So, this guy's given Broly a lot of attack equips. In fact, you know what? We don't need to not use items. So if I'm ever going to worry about Beast Gohan on the turn, not Beast Gohan, like Physical Goku Black getting supered, I'll just use an item. Because the only mission we have left to do now is to beat Beast Gohan. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. So we'll go ahead and jump in here. We do not have Goku Black and the Broly trio on the same turn to start off with, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. I can potentially get 7 orbs here though, so... Let's do this. I mean, Goku Black won't get any additionals if I do this, but I can do that just to preserve definitely getting 7 orbs with the Broly trio. Because that gives everybody a buff, and then, unfortunately, Rose, probably not going to get a lot of additionals here. He'll get the additional attack from his passive, which could be a super, could be a normal. He might get the hidden potential if we're lucky, and then that's basically going to be it. It's one of those things where it's always risky running characters who all want a specific type of orb, or like a specific number of orbs, because Rose wants as many rainbow orbs as possible, but the Broly trio wants 7 orbs specifically. So if we grab a bunch of rainbow orbs and grab a big cluster of orbs with Rose, then we potentially stop ourselves from getting 7 orbs with the Broly trio. So it can be annoying when you have these characters that all require large amounts of orbs on the same turn, but I guess it's not going to matter, because Gohan, I don't know if he just has more phases, but Gohan clearly not as tanky as Broly here with the HP, as we almost one-turn him just with Broly alone. So Rose, I mean, Rose's not going to do a lot of attacks. His attack stat obviously doesn't start off crazy high. We did get the AGL orbs for the Broly trio though, so they did give everybody an attack buff, which does of course have a very good effect on Broly. But yeah, a couple of attacks off here with Rose. Probably not going to finish him off unless we crit. No crit, no additional, that's fine. He still has 30% damage reduction after the attacking, so even if he got supered here, we'd probably be fine. But no super, so the Broly trio should be able to finish off Gohan here. This Gohan phase definitely going a lot quicker than the Broly one. But of course, like I said, I don't know how many phases he actually has, so... He's STR all the way through though, by the looks of it, so this is a sketchy turn. I mean, I guess I'm doing this. I mean, realistically, if I don't want to die from like a slot 1 super or something, I might as well just do this. I'm very tempted to see how well Frieza would do, but I'm just going to do this, because why not? We're doing this video all in one take here. We've done the first phase already. We equipped the skill orbs. I mean, on this turn with an item active, Frieza has over 100% damage reduction, so he can't take damage anyway. I was a bit worried about either him eating a slot 1 super or physical Goku Black taking a super straight away. So this way we don't really need to worry, because physical Goku Black does need to get hit a bunch in order to build up. We did get a lot of orbs for him, which is good, but on turn 1 when he's had no build up yet, it can still be a little bit scary. He ended up getting a dodge as well, which is not really ideal. And of course we didn't get supered at all, so we didn't need the item anyway. But we have it active for the next turn, which I suppose could be helpful. Float off Broly here so we can end up potentially getting the double Broly rotation. But one of the good things about setting up the double Broly rotation is the fact that in slot 3, as I've mentioned before, Broly gets that additional extra super. Now it's to make up for the fact that obviously by floating him off you don't get him back for 3 turns. But that is an extra super that he's getting. So he's doing a lot of damage in slot 3, as well as by doing those extra supers, getting a good few defensive buffs, and therefore, like, being able to tank if you end up getting supered in slot 1. So then we should be all good. Alright, so Beast should be getting finished off here, I think. Are we going to crit? Oh no, for some reason I thought his health was way lower than it actually was. So I guess we do... I mean, Zamasu is in slot 7, and we've got damage reduction on this turn, so I suppose it doesn't actually matter. We probably can just get away with doing this, because we still have the Whis active on this turn, don't we? So, do that. And then for Rose, we can get 2 Rainbow Orbs here. So we can get... I mean, he did attack 3 times in the first turn. Broly, obviously, normally is not a unit I'd really want to put in slot 1, but with the Whis active and the fact that he has guard, we should be okay. He probably, yeah, I was going to say, he probably still takes damage from this, which is, as we've said many times, Broly's not a slot 1 unit. I could have put Zamasu in slot 1, but I don't really want him kept on rotation. And ideally I want Rose and Zamasu next to each other so we get big bad bosses. So, made sense really to put Broly in slot 1. If I did not have the Whis active, and we were going for like a no items run here, I probably would have just put Zamasu in slot 1. And Broly in slot 2. Because it was Zamasu's first turn, so he already had a bunch of damage reduction already anyway. But yeah, we'll be able to do a solid bit of damage here. In fact, Broly might end up finishing off Beast Gohan. I wonder if, does he only have 3, because this is the TUR art, so is he going to be like just normal LR Beast next and then that's it? Because this one definitely feels like... I mean, we finished this last one on turn 5, and we're potentially looking that way this time anyway. Maybe it just felt longer because Broly was taking less damage, but it does feel like this one is a little bit quicker. Not really too sure. Crit for Rose, and then the additionals, that'll finish off Beast here, regardless of whether it's a crit or not. 5 attacks in total, which means, although we would have got the guaranteed extra on this turn, but it just means at least on his next turn he's going to be getting a bunch of extra attacks. But now we have these 2 together, and it's the Frieza rotation as well. This is why, like, this can be scary though, because like these guys are going to get guaranteed... what do Tech Orbs give? Is it attack for AGL and Tech? Tech gives defense, which maybe that would be better. Give everyone a bit of extra defense, and then we can get 6 for you, which isn't a huge amount. Yeah, 563k. Again, this is just one of those situations where after having done all of this, I really don't want physical Goku Black eating a super here from Beast Gohan and just dying, which is probably what would happen without an item active. So, knowing my luck, what will actually happen is he's just going to super the Broly trio, and which of course they will dodge. But just in case, because I mean, I don't know how much damage this final phase Beast Gohan does. Even with a Whis active, he still might actually kill Goku Black with a super, because sometimes when these big STR bosses are hitting Goku Black with a super, he's taking like 2 million damage, which obviously he's going to die. But with a 40% damage reduction item, he would still be taking over 1 million, which means we would still die. So, still not entirely sure how this will pan out here. Of course he's getting supered. Bruh. I mean, the Broly trio give extra damage reduction as well for being at 24 key, but yeah, 557. Are you kidding me? Okay, so jump back in with the same team. I had a bit of a confusion setting up the rotations at the beginning and floated off the wrong Broly. So We haven't ended up getting the Brolys together, so I figured since it was available on this turn, I might as well just go ahead and use the Rose domain, because on the next turn we've got the Broly Trio and Goku Black rotation and one of the Brolys, so we still don't actually have the double Broly rotation set up, so might as well use this one because obviously this gives all Super Boss allies a buff, does not buff the enemy, so this kind of helps us out a little bit here. We are in the same situation where we were in last time, of course, though, where I'm going to go ahead and use the item, and Goku Black is still potentially going to die to a super. So that could be really awkward, but I guess we'll see how that works out. I'm going to grab these. We can get 6 orbs, which I think is what we got last time, so not in a great spot here if he does decide to super physical Goku Black in the middle. But it is what it is. Hopefully he will super the Broly Trio this time, because annoyingly enough, whilst this event, as we were saying already, does feel quicker than Broly fighting Beast Gohan, getting back up to this point still takes a good amount of time. I didn't want to record the whole thing again and just catch back up to this final phase, but if he could super them, that would be great. But of course he won't. Bruh. Come on. I mean, we got the domain buff, which we didn't have last time. Unfortunately, we don't get anything extra. Are you actually kidding? Is he gonna? Does he always super in slot 2? Is that just like a thing that he always does, or? Okay, we only took 341 this time though, thanks to the domain buff. So, bruh, we're going through it. That's with a Whis active as well. Like, it's so crazy because physical Goku Black's easy A, he's really, really good. But unfortunately, in the meta at the moment, with a lot of these anniversary events, there are a lot of STR bosses or a lot of STR phases. So if Goku Black was any other typing, he would probably fare a lot better in this anniversary content. Obviously, if he was AGL specifically, then he would be really, really good for some of these bosses. But yeah, him being a physical unit, there's been so many runs in these difficult stages where he's gotten killed by a super attack, which is very, very annoying, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, with the Whis active for the next turn as well, like, nobody else on the next turn should really take damage anyway, but I guess it depends what setup we have. I mean, we could put physical Rose in slot 1, and he's going to have over 100% damage reduction in slot 1 before he attacks. But because, yeah, Zamasu... I mean, Zamasu with the Whis active is basically untouchable as well. So, but realistically, I should be trying to keep Broly on rotation now. So, watch, this will be the turn where he does super in slot 1. Let's see. Get those for you, those for you. Because we can't get any same type orbs here, so no healing. Broly will take double digit damage, yeah, that's fine. Then he gets 2 ki when attacking in slot 1, so he does get the 18 ki super. We should be able to finish him off this turn, I think. It all depends on Rose. But Rose in the domain, like, he's going to do a lot of attacks here. As long as we're getting crits, he should be doing a decent bit of damage. Broly obviously does a solid amount of damage. And because, of course, Rose in that middle slot has got most of his links active, because he's getting Big Bad Bosses and those other Future Saga links from Zamasu, and then he's getting Super Saiyan from Broly. So Rose should be looking pretty good here in the middle. So yeah, he starts off at 4.5. I mean, this is the thing, the more he attacks this turn, the crazier he'll get. And even in terms of, like, if he takes a super, if he's supered enough times, with how high his defense is going to be, and then 40% damage reduction from the Whis, then he should be fine anyway. So we've got a bunch of rainbow orbs, we get these additional attacks here. Of course, each of these unfortunately only has a 10% chance to become a super, so that very rarely happens. But then we do get the guaranteed additional, because we build up his passive. I think even at this point, with the hidden potential involved as well, there's still the possibility that he could get 2 more supers off here. So we get another one for 16.8. Bear in mind at this point as well, like, his defense is going to be well over 2 million, and we have 40% damage reduction with the Whis. I guess, does he just always super in slot 2 then? Let me know if you've experienced this stage already and how you get on with where he supers. But yeah, he super attacked in slot 2 both times, so I guess that he just always does that. both turns in this attempt and obviously in the previous attempt, he supered in slot 2, and that was what killed physical Goku Black. So I guess that is always going to be the case, maybe. We'll see. I mean, start of next turn, it's going to be a bit risky with the double physical characters, but... Although we get the full... Okay, we're going to do the full orb field nuke with the BROLY trio, are we? Okay. Oh, God. No orbs, though, for Goku Black, so... It's really down to the BROLY trio here to get the win. But, I mean, with that amount of orbs, with that amount of ki, they should get a guaranteed crit anyway. And their attack stat with Frieza on rotation. 43 million. That's pretty good. 43 million. So, they didn't crit. Bruh. 27 on the additional. Oh my god. Watch them not crit here and then Goku Black get killed. You have got to be kidding me. Crit. Oh no. Come on, really? Third super. Oh man. Come on. They'll crit now just for good measure, right? Oh my god. Bro. Can Goku Black even kill him? Well, his attack stat's going to be so low. Well, actually, I say that. 14 mil. Does he even need a crit then? He did not, thank God. Oh my god. 4 supers from physical units to end off that turn and 0 crits. But there you go. So there's the Beast Gohan 1 beaten with super bosses. Maybe bringing a whole bunch of physical units into that event is not the best idea, but I guess it is what it is. We managed to get the W in the end with the items. I would probably recommend not using multiple physical characters, but you can use items. I wanted to use super bosses against Beast Gohan and superheroes against Broly because it, you know, fit the theme. But then there's the orbs for Gohan. So obviously if I go to my teams here and then go to Beast, I didn't actually put any EX skill orbs on him like I did with Broly. So we can at least go ahead and give him his silver. Now, this is what I was saying about his potential attack, actually. So let's see. What attack orbs do I have? I only have a level 7. I think I might just go ahead. And because mine's only 55% and he's only going to be 55% until he's back on another banner, I think I probably will just go ahead and give mine the defense one just to make up for the lack of dupes. You don't have to, of course. At 55%, you could still give him the other one. And then he doesn't really need crit chance, so... I don't know whether this is really worth giving him, but obviously the extra defense helps as well. I would really like mine to do additionals, though. So, do we have any good additional skill orbs I can give him? We have additional, and I don't really want to give him dodge. Although, what is he? It's evasion level 1. So, I guess we do this. Combo 5 and then recovery boost, so we can get a bit of extra healing, potentially. Because, yeah, I'd rather him be able to additional, because mine can't additional at all. And then the gold skill orb gives him additional, but I don't have dupes. So, there you go. That is the anniversary event, special event beaten, getting all the skill orbs for Broly and Beast Gohan. Let me know how you guys got on with the missions down below. What teams did you use? Let me know your builds for Broly and Beast Gohan down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord, the merch store, all that good stuff. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.